There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hello everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European time on the dollar. We do the show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins and everything else. It is Saturday today, but I'm in a good mood, so let's look at what's Bitcoin doing. Is this thing gonna pump yet or not? What's gonna happen with Bitcoin. So I thought we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about a little bit about meme coins, a little bit about gold, and generally just check it out, how this is gonna play out when it comes to crypto. What's going on? I think a little bit people, there has been a couple of fear dumps over here towards the downside. And even this, fear dump up here is just gonna break towards the downside. Didn't break towards the downside, so we're gonna check that out. Will this channel actually break towards the upside up here eventually or not, or is it just gonna, right now consolidate up here, and then we have, the capitulation dump down here. There is a possibility for that as well. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. So basically, just gonna, just look a little bit, what's happening, and there's that. Since it's Saturday, and the moon is coming, as you see in the title. So we're gonna check the moons. This line over here, this blue line, that's the 25th of March, and 25th of March is the full moon that's coming in. And we are hoping that the full moon will pump us towards upside. You can see up here, every full moon has been pumping us towards upside. New moons either sideways or right now a little bit towards downside. But once we get this full moon over here, we might assume that it's gonna pump us towards upside. So we're gonna check that out and how they're actually playing out. Thomas Lien from Klofta is in the chat. How you doing, man? Nice to have you here. Mladen Petro, bull running soon. So ape is not going to pump. I mean, eventually, there is hope. I mean, ape is the new XRP. It's just gonna stick around $2 forever. I mean, XRP, when it comes to Mladen is in the chat, so we're not gonna talk about XRP. So how is it actually going? So not a lot of people in the chat right now. People are sleeping. They're not really interested in what's going on because stuff is going a little bit towards downside. EOS below the belt, man, below the belt. There we go. So I think people are a little bit discouraged right now, and that's actually a very nice thing, that people are not really hyped about Bitcoin or anything like that. I mean, people are hyped when it's pumping, but as long as we are dumping, going towards downside, your Yahoo account is as long as we are dumping towards downside going down, like, people are not really really interested in what's actually happening. Now this move towards upside might actually come, but let's see actually how this actually played out so far on the chart. So we've been going inside this rising wedge or channel towards upside. We broke that towards downside over here. We're gonna go a little bit bigger time frames over here, just so we can see. Now we're gonna go to small time frames over here. Then we fell through that level over here. We had a retest on that and pull back, and then another retest on the resistance level up here, pull back, and another retest up here on the line up here, and it's right now continuing pulling back towards downside. There's a channel over here that you're gonna see right now soon. But we had a couple of these pullbacks towards upside, trying to get every single time towards upside, and they're actually looking okay. Especially look at the candles on the daily time frame. They're actually looking okay. For now these two candles over here, let me just clean up everything for the chart for a second up here. These two candles up here are actually very, very bearish candle, and we had this continuation towards downside, but we actually managed to pump. But the fact that there has been buying up here towards upside up here is also very good, although if we fail to buy back all the way towards upside, it's good. And we had this full candle right back up again. So these two candles can actually be seen as something like this up here, where you have a little bit full candle on top and the wick on the bottom. So you technically have these three candles towards downside. We continue going towards downside, but this candle up here is a bullish engulfing candle. So it's almost like a doji candle on 2-day time frame. Let me check this on 2-day. Yeah, so 2-day time frame up here. You can see this doji candle up here towards downside. Right now we fell down. Now there is again nothing over here. Let me just do it like this over here. there is no divergence on the chart over here towards downside. There is a bearish cross up here. So on the daily time frame, doesn't actually look that good. Even on the daily time frame up here, we're getting rejected every time. So, you know, this move towards downside can actually come. Let me just go a little bit back to get the lines back over here. But, you know, there is definitely bullishness on the charts, and, you know, the price definitely wants to go towards upside. Unfortunately, we are being squeezed towards downside, the way I actually see it right now. And if you look over here, this inverse head and shoulders pattern up here that's been, you know, been forming up here, you know, it needs to go all the way up here and break towards the upside, but it kind of looks a little bit weak. Now we are above the midline over here. There has been a couple of dodges down here on the 4-hourly time frame, hitting the 200 moving average. I think that was, let me just check that out. Yeah, the 200 moving average on the 4-hourly time frame. We've been hitting that both over here and over here right now, but we are getting squeezed right now in a, you know, consolidation pattern over here towards downside. So this move can, you know, technically go a little bit longer over here sideways, but we do have the full moon very soon right now on Monday. So, you know, that's kind of good thing, right? That's kind of good thing. Now, the other thing you should know when it comes to the moons is that on April the 8th, there is a total solar eclipse. New moon total solar eclipse, so that goes over here. So over here we got a new moon. Over here there is a over here there is a full moon. That's a bullish moon towards upside. Over here there, you know, on the 8th of April, that's on a Monday. It's total solar eclipse, new moon, so we're expecting this move to go towards downside. So maybe something, you know, towards upside up here and then towards downside again a little bit after that. So there is that. So when it comes to the moons, you know, not that we put, you know, a lot of, you know, emphasis on that, but, you know, it could happen. There is that. Now, the bearish scenario over here when it comes to the chart is that we are not gonna break towards upside, guys. That's the bearish scenario up here. So, you know, this move up here towards upside to above the resistance, above 17K up here again, right now, it could happen. But I'm kind of losing a little bit faith in that, and the reason is that we are not pumping that hard towards upside. So over here there was a channel up here. If you can see up here there is a channel. It went something like this up here towards downside, but if you stand channel all the way towards you know, midline over here, you'll see that there is a channel right now still towards upside. This is still very you know, it's very steep channel towards downside. I definitely can see this breaking towards upside and maybe even trying to get that line towards you know, that resistance level up here at the inverse head and shoulders pattern over here, because this is very steep move towards downside. But something is telling me right now that, you know, maybe be a little bit, you know, cautious when it comes to this move towards upside, because if you look at it over here on the daily time frame, we don't have any kind of divergences on the chart. Like, there is no divergence on the chart. Everything is playing as it should be playing. The momentum is kind of slowing down a little bit over here, but if you look at over here on the 2-day time frame, it's still pushing very hard towards downside still. I would like this. I would like actually this to, you know, just go towards upside up here, but I definitely can see that, you know, why we should break down below, maybe even below 58K. Now, the reason why we should actually break down below 58K over here and go towards downside is to get this capitulation move, right? So if you remember, we've been talking about, you know, liquidity area down here. That goes something like this over here. That's the liquidity area below the last week up here. I mean, you could actually argue that, you know, the liquidity is below this week over here, but let's just do all of the weeks and say the liquidity is all the way down here between, you know, 58 and 52 levels, because there is no trading being going over here. This just exploded towards upside, so there is no trading. So this is the kind of the best liquidity area, and a lot of people are looking also at 58 level as some kind of very major support level. So the reason why we should actually go down, it doesn't have so much to do with the charts, but if you do continue going, you know, continue bleeding up here towards downside over here, and then break the 60K level towards downside, we might stop at 50 and break even that 58K level towards downside. This would be considered what we call capitulation, because you got a very nice channel, everybody sees the channel, it goes very speedy towards downside, and you break that towards downside, you get to this, you know, capitulation kind of move event where everybody capitulates, and then you can actually go towards upside. I sense a lot of hope, you know, when it comes to people, you know, the retail is still not here, so that's good, but there is definitely a hope in the chart that for whatever reason this is just gonna continue pumping towards upside. So that's why I'm being a little cautious, because I know myself, you know, been here around for a while, and every time I'm in some kind of hopium, you know, that often means you're probably gonna go down a little bit lower, you know. So, you know, my body can sense when, you know, people are in hopium or not. And when people are in hopium, that means that we have more pain to come. That is the reason, like, why we should go down. But, you know, the channel is still not broken. The channel looks actually very, very fine. Now, Mladen will probably tell that channel is broken, and we've been looking at this channel over here as well. It goes something like this over here, give or take. Give or take something like this. You can see up here, you know, we are, you know, just bouncing on the support level over here, and you can even extend this line. You can even, you know, extend this line and make a, you know, small channel up here towards the upside over here, where we're just consolidating right now. So we're gonna see right now. I think we need to wait a little bit more, especially since it's weekend, you know, whether we break this, you know, small channel over here towards the upside or downside to see, you know, what kind of, you know, probable next move is. But it's kind of waiting period, right? So it is Saturday. It is, you know, a little bit, you know, slow weekend. And there is actually not so much happening, and we are just kind of consolidating. We're just kind of consolidating in a downtrend over here, and you know, we gotta wait. We gotta wait. A couple of more people in chat. What's up, man? Martin Gould. Finally, some cooling off time. Yeah, I think that's actually very, very nice. Now, I was looking at my portfolio. It was down a bunch. Right now, it's not down by a bunch, so that's good. But it's still down from, you know, the top. So, you know, there is no way we are touching 50K before touching 90K. Good morning. Wait, how you doing, man? Hidden bullish divergence forming on daily for Bitcoin. Hidden bullish divergence forming on daily for Bitcoin. No, there is no hidden bullish divergence. I mean, this over here is not. Now, if you go a little bit lower down here to 4,058, there will be no divergence. There is no divergence on the chart. Not, at least not the way I see it. It's not a full moon. It's a lunar eclipse. No, it is a solar eclipse. New moon on the 8th. I'm gonna be in the zone of totality for the solar eclipse. This will be my third. It was cloudy both times before. Really hoping for clear skies this time. Yeah, I mean, that would be nice. I mean, solar eclipse on 25th in a couple of days. No, the solar eclipse is on the 8th. It's not on the 5th. America, you need to improve your TR skills and control your emotions. Yeah, maybe that. But, you know, that's the fun part, you know. The emotions are a fun part of, you know, looking at charts. Good morning, all. Have a golden day. Dr. Kalav is in the chat. Densite, what's up, man? Just joined. Wow, there is actually a lot of chat. Yes, Stila, let's get emotional and grow often. I'm sorry, guys, you know, I get emotional, but, you know, I've learned to listen to my emotions, you know, I always say, you know, that sixth sense that we get, you know, the intuition, you know, people say women intuition, you know, intuition. Sometimes, you know, that's, the intuition is your subconscious brain telling you that something is about to happen. You cannot explain why, but that's your subconscious, right? So when I get hopium or I get fear, I start thinking a little bit more about that. Why am I there? You know, and I remember last time, and you know, my emotions are pretty good, you know, subconsciously telling me, you know, what's gonna happen on the charts. Okay, the second part of his match is a little bit truthful, but you got better at emotions as well. Give or take 65.5. May, what do you expect? Will it go down 60K or will it go up? Yeah, that's the question, man. But I'm here for the dates. Well, the date is the 8th of the April, guys. The date is the 8th of the April. April the 8th, that's his date. And we know the dates, so, you know, there is that. And entertainment. There is not so much entertainment right now. But what do you expect? What I expect? I don't expect anything. I expect, you know, to see some kind of move that's going to tell me what to expect. Don't talk about his TA. Join the group and show me yours. Yeah, guys, join our Telegram group. Join our Telegram group, and you know, you get the videos and all the good stuff, and then you know, you can talk about TA. Mine has been pretty good. Hell, I hope you're well. Boring this morning. RSI is lower than it was. 50K bullish divergence. RSI lower than it was at 50K bullish divergence. 50K. What are you talking about? 50K daily, like. Dude, you cannot draw divergences like this over here, man. You can't do that. You cannot do that. No, 50, it's on 25th. I know a lot of people, you know, a lot of, you know, these TA guys on YouTube and on Twitter are drawing like, oh, there is the word. No. It doesn't work that way. I mean, it can go up, but it's not because of that. Earth is flat. Mate, what do you expect? What do I expect? I expect more consolidation over the weekend. Then I expect some kind of move on Monday that will tell us what to, you know, have bigger probability at. That is what I expect. I expect this to either go like this over here, like this, you know, zigzag up here. I don't know, zigzag up here. Then something will happen over here. A little bit more maybe up there or down there. I don't know what's gonna happen. And then when that happens, then we will have more clarity on where this bigger move is gonna come. That is what I expect. That is actually what I expect, more sideways motion. DXY has been breaking up. Now, before we move on, yesterday I did make a little bit video on YouTube, if you haven't followed that. By the way, guys, where is it? Home. We got a members only videos, almost daily. Check it out. By the way, guys, yesterday I made a video about gold, so I thought, you know, I should mention that. So I don't know if you noticed this on gold, guys. I'm gonna show you. And I thought it was interesting. So you can watch the entire video on the channel about gold, and we're gonna go to the, you know, I'm just gonna show you the interesting part. I think it was interesting. I don't know about you, but I think it was interesting. From from 1970 all the way to 1980. That means 10 years movement over here. 10 years move. That was the bull market. Then from the very bottom down here, or over here, or wherever you wanna, you know, from 2001 all the way to the top up here, August, you know, 2011. 10 years bull market, guys. 10 years bull market. Now all the way from the bottom down here all the way towards the top up here, because this starts in 2015, 2000, let's say 2016, because it's very, very nice, just on the, you know, on the dollar. February, January 2016 all the way until 2026, the bull market again, right? So I think the goal is interesting when it, because, you know, 10 years bull market, 10 years bull market, and right now this 10-year bull market is gonna last until 2026. And you know what I told you about 2026, I think that is when it's, you know, we're gonna have, you know, this bigger crash, because we already know that Bitcoin is gonna go down in 25, 26, give or take, right? And, you know, it's gonna be towards some kind of bear market. You know, the stocks are pumping like crazy, so, you know, maybe a couple of more years, and gold is gonna go through this 10-year bull market right now in 2026. So maybe, just maybe, 2026, the big event is gonna happen, you know, give or take, maybe. It seems like it's following some kind of timeline, so there is that. So you can watch the entire video. I did talk a little bit more about patterns and what's happening up here at the top of the chart, which I think is a little bit interesting, so you can check that out. On the other hand, you know, I just thought it was very, very interesting part. But, you know, in the video I talk a little bit more about the movements on what can actually happen on the gold. That said, I also wanted to mention that I don't know if you guys noticed that these meme coins on Solana, and the Solana chain is totally, you know, unusable right now. I mean, it's not unusable, but you know, the type of the coins, you know, meme coins that are popping up on Solana right now is total garbage. Right, there's a lot of bad coins, and I think that's gonna, you know, put off a lot of people from, you know, investing on Solana and investing into these coins. Now these coins are, you know, pump and dump coins, you know, and some people are generating a lot of wealth on these coins, but I would say, you know, stay away from the coins, just as a general rule. If you don't know, I did buy a coin called Super Trump. I bought it on impulse because one night I was sitting on coins on coin market cap, and suddenly it popped up on trending. So I bought the coin because there was another coin called Trump or something like that, and it was exploding. So I bought the coin, but, you know, right after that, in the aftermath, I was regretting buying it, because I don't want to buy anything that's like political, it has any kind of political association whatsoever, right? So even that, you know, I'm regretting a little bit. But these coins that are right now on Solana chain, these are like, it's really bad, right? You understand, you don't have to be, you know, really smart to understand that, you know, it's not the way to, you know, do any kind of investment or gambling or anything like that. It's just not. I think it's gonna put a lot of people off Solana. I think Solana, you know, meme coins, because a lot of people that just don't want to go to Solana right now and you know, do these meme coins anymore, because it's total garbage right now. And there are people who are right now, you know, switching right now to this base chain, because people are talking that Coinbase and base chain is gonna take over the meme season. So, you know, it might do that, it might not do that, we don't know. But when it comes to, you know, coins like, I don't know. I think Solana meme coin season is over. I've seen a lot of people taking huge profits on meme coins on Solana, and the hype is over. I think that when it comes to meme season on Solana, the hype is over. That might affect a little bit the Jupiter price. Where is the Jupiter? Over here, there's the Jupiter, and the Jupiter price up here is, been exploding up here towards upside. Right now it's going through this, consolidation phase over here. So we're going to see if that actually continues towards upside. But it might affect badly the Jupiter price if the meme season ends. Because these dexes are always playing out very, very nicely when you have meme seasons. And they pull back when there is no meme season. At least, my take on that. No divergence. Yeah, there are no divergences on the chart. There is also Plumbal and Lunar Eclipse on March 25th. Court is talking about something different. Oh, I did not know that. I didn't actually check that much out. I just thought it was just normal, full moon or whatever. I will join this group and teach you some TA where it is. Dude, you gotta join the group. You gotta join the group. Wait, I have... No, you're not waiting. Gort, you will have to join, yeah. Where I have the moon app. It says solar eclipse in 2 days on the full moon. We might check it out, but I'm a little bit unsure. Okay, I'll tell you. We're going back to 70, and you will all get the chance to get out of your alts. Last time I said we're going to 63. This time I'm saying we're going to 70. Okay, Captain America. But tell me why we should pump if everybody wants to get out of their alts. If we go up to... Here's my take on that. If we go up to 70k right now, it's going to continue to 80. And even higher, and altcoins are gonna pump. If you think that you wanna, sell your altcoins on 70k, and you think you're gonna get a pump, because you are hoping, please pump to 70k so I can get out of my alts, it's not gonna pump to 70k. Because the market knows how you feel, Yeah, I tell my thoughts as well. Your app is wrong, go delete it and find a better app. Okay, change source. A lot of financial advisors these days. How far is Safe Moon? Safe Moon is way, way far away. But we like money. What is this group called? The TA Fans Club. It's not TLA Fans Club. It's TA Fans Club. Technical Analysis Fans Club. Because we like the lines. We like the lines. But we like the money. That's the problem. People will invest in any kind of shit stuff. Just because of the money. But I'm telling you right now, do not associate yourself with the kind of coins that are on Solana right now without mentioning the coins. It's not the good stuff to have, when somebody's look at your wallet and goes through the coins and then see all of the names of the coins that you actually own. You don't want to be part of that, right? You don't want to be part of that, right? Imagine going, doing your taxes and you have to write the name of the coins that you bought and sold, right? I mean, it's not a good look, right? So, don't do that. Don't do that. And the meme coin season on Solana, I think it's done, at least after the latest garbage disposal that's been happening on there right now. So there is that. So we talked about gold, so we talked about Solana meme coins a little bit, and right now I think it might be base. That's the next one. No, I was referring to Dodge, the God teaching me. Okay. But we talked a little bit about gold, the 10-year cycles on the bull market. So 2026, I don't know what I'm saying, 2026. It just kind of seems that, the dates, are kind of consolidating towards that pivot point. So, there might be that. I wonder if there'll be a meme season on the Crow chain. I don't think, I mean, who am I to think anything? But right now I've seen a lot of talk on the base chain. So, watch out for that. If you remember last bull market, there was, Ethereum is always popular, guys. Ethereum is always popular when it comes to meme coins. But last bull market, it was Binance chain, PancakeSwap. It's still popular. Right now, it's very, huge on Solana. But whichever coin pumps, that is where the meme season is going to go. Because people are going to buy a lot of that coin. It's going to go towards upside. So if Solana hits some kind of, stagnation in the meme coins or in the bull market, the other, chains like Phantom, Base, but Base you cannot actually invest in because you cannot buy Base, at least from what I know. You cannot buy Base, but Phantom, Cardano, Arbitrum, all of these other chains that are popular, some of these chains will get traction and pumping, and then entire ecosystem around these chains pumps, right? So if Cardano pumps, the meme coins on Cardano pump. If Arbitrum pumps, the meme coins are Arbitrum pumps, and so forth, so forth. But people have been talking about base for some reason. I don't know why. So, you know, do follow that. Because we're in distribution phase and we have a bull trap before a huge crash. I mean, yeah, like this doesn't seem like the top to me, right? So if you look at the chart over here, this doesn't seem like a top to me, right? It kind of just went up here, you know, exhaustion pattern, and right now just pulling back down. It can do like this up here, but it kind of, even if it like goes like this up here, it pulls back down. It's still gonna do some kind of bigger pattern up here, right? And I think the bigger pattern needs to come on the weekly time frame, because over here there was, you know, some kind of weekly pattern up here, you know, and you know, previously up here there was a little bit, you know, at least I mean this lasts for at least a month's time, right? Before you actually blow up. But on this move up here, you had this parabolic move that went really, really fast towards downside, right? And then, you know, down here at 6K, it was actually, holding the support level. So it went, this actual logarithmic chart over here. At 6K, it was actually holding the support up here. This is over here, a capitulation move towards downside. But you know, after this accumulation zone down here, and this accumulation zone lasts for a long while, and you know, I fail to see how this is just gonna go towards downside with any kind of distribution zone, right? There needs to be some kind of distribution. When all of these people down here bought at, you know, 15-20K, right? They need somewhere to sell, and they cannot sell on a week, right? They cannot sell on this over here. They need something like this over here at the top, you know, to sell. They need time. Doge still looking good for some bull. Doge is not going away, guys. Like, the CEO of Doge is Elon Musk. The Elon Musk just made a guy who's who cannot move anything from the neck down, you know, be able to use the computer, right? This is the guy who has biggest market share of EV cars. This is the guy who's sending us to Mars. And he's the CEO of Dogecoin. Like, how can Dogecoin die? You gotta explain this to me like I'm 5 years old. How can Dogecoin die when the CEO of Dogecoin is Elon Musk? I'm just saying that, right? So it's not going away anytime soon. Whether it's gonna pump or not, that kind of depends. But it's not going away. You know, that's all I'm saying. And right now, Pepe is up 1 point. Look, these guys. This is actually very good. I mean, the coins are actually not up that much, you know, but you know. Pepe is up 1.3%. Shiba is up 2.6%. Bonk is up 2.8%. VIF is up 0.93%. Elon 1.79%. Baby Doge 2.58%. Flocky 3.76%. And Dogecoin 6%. So finally, Dogecoin is outplaying other meme coins. When Doge reaches 0.6 something, I'll get my 10 back. There you go, there you go. Anyways, guys, I hope this was interesting enough. By the way, guys, the last thing that I did not mention, and as you know, I don't like to talk about politics on the channel, geopolitics, religion, and stuff like that. I don't even like the people to talk about that in our Telegram chats. Anytime people start talking about it, I'll probably delete those kind of posts, because it's a safe space from everything around the world, right? On the upside, if something that should happen, something that might have some kind of effect on the markets, when it comes to politics, I'll probably tell you. But right now, there might be some kind of escalation that's going on in between. In the war and stuff like that. There is nothing right now that's gonna tell us right now that anything is gonna pop up tomorrow or anything like that. But if it does, I will mention that. But I don't right now see that anything big will come very, very soon. There is something big might come, but not very, very soon. That's all I'm saying, right? 8 Ball might tell us something. We forgot to ask the 8 Ball. We gotta ask the 8 Ball, guys. We gotta ask the 8 Ball. We forgot. It's a long time. What are we gonna ask the 8 Ball? What are we gonna ask 8 Ball? Will Bitcoin pump on full moon next full moon from tomorrow until April 8th, the new moon solar eclipse. Okay, are we ready? So we're gonna ask if you're gonna pump on the full moon until the new moon. Outlook good. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, maybe even tonight. Bye bye.